I've been in more than 1,000 homes, and after a while, you start seeing the same house over and over again. Different street, different price tag, same exact house. And once I show you the pattern, well, you're not going to be able to unsee it. And there's a system behind it. A production builder works off a spec sheet, basically a list of about 50 products that cover every finish in the entire house. One light fixture, one paint color, one floor, one door, all locked in. Then they contract those same 50 products at a massive volume across thousands of homes a year. They buy bulk, and this is the real reason a builder home can hit its price point at all. And it's exactly why the same finishes turn up in a $400,000 build as they do a $1.2 million build in completely different markets, hundreds of miles apart. It's a system that they use. So today, I'm going to show you the 5 things every builder grade home has in common, why they're there, and the part that nobody tells you, and how much that sameness is quietly costing you. Let's go into it. Pattern number 1, the same flush mount ceiling light. You know the one, a 13-inch brushed nickel disc with the frosted dome, the fixture that the whole internet affectionately calls the boob light. The builder pays $30 to $50 a unit for it and then puts it in the exact same ceiling of the exact same house. Every hallway, every bedroom, every closet, every common area. The one skew from top to bottom. Down a street in a new build, look up at the front window and you'll catch that identical fixture dead center in every ceiling of every house after house. It's the cheapest flush mount and it still passes for finished everywhere it goes. Pattern number 2, the same paint and the same trim. And this combination, more than anything else on the entire list, is about 80% of the reason the house feels builder grade. SW7029 for any of you builders out there, or painters, or repose gray. The walls are almost always a Sherwin-Williams agreeable gray. The trim is always pure white or maybe alabaster, and the baseboard is a basic 3¼ inch clamshell profile and a finger jointed pine, the cheapest trim out there. And the door casing, well, that same flat ranch profile. And there's no crown anywhere. Agreeable gray is the single most painted color in America right now, which means millions of houses are wearing the exact same gray, picked by a builder, not by a person actually living in there. Pattern number 3, the same flooring strategy. It's, well, an identical playbook in every build. The common areas get a beveled edge gray LVP, almost always a 7-inch plank, run wall to wall across the entire main floor. To save on labor, they skip the transition strips between the rooms completely. Then the bedrooms get carpet, which, well, believe it or not, carpet is cheaper to install than LVP. And right where the LVP meets the bedroom carpet, you get a little raised molding bump in every doorway. One floor, one color, and the fewest possible transitions. All of it choosing around ordering and labor and cost. Pattern number 4, the same kitchen. And once you see this one, you'll spot it in every listing you scroll past again. White shaker cabinets, brushed nickel cup pulls or bar pulls, a single bowl stainless undermount sink centered underneath a window. The backsplash is either a 3x12 white subway or a marble-looking quartz slab. That's the kitchen. Same layout, same colors, same silhouette in a $350,000 house and in a $1.4 million house. What changes at the higher price is just the grade. The cabinet doors get a little thicker, the quartz gets a little nicer. And the layout and the colors and the bones of it, still identical. And this is the one you can spot from the street without even slowing down. It's a fiberglass slab stamped with a fake wood grain. Almost always 3 little rectangular windows stacked at eye level, depending on what's trending. The builders all costed in, and the door is around $500 installed. A real custom front door, solid mahogany or steel with custom glass, can run anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000. The front door is the first thing a guest touches and the most visible to tell on the whole exterior. And it's the one every builder cheaps out on. So that's the patterns. Now, let me tell you why it actually matters. And it has nothing to do with taste. The spec sheet, sameness, cost you real money in 2 specific ways. The first is resale. When your house is finished with the exact same 50 products used by 4,000 other homes, it's interchangeable. A buyer can get to the identical thing 3 streets over, so there's nothing really special about yours to compete, and it drags the price down. Now, the second is what I call cost to fix it later. Because builder grade finishes are deceptively expensive to undo. Take that $40 flush mount, swap it, it's never just $40, but by the time you buy a new fixture, pay the electrician, patch the drywall, touch up the paint, you're more like $400 a light. Now multiply that times however many lights in the house. Run the same math on the paint, the floors, the trim, the doors, the kitchen, and you're looking at a price of a decent renovation to undo that basic spec sheet. And this is what it all comes down to. Upgrading any of this at spec stage before it's built costs a few hundred extra dollars per item. The identical upgrade done later after you've moved in will cost thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. So that's 2 to 5 times as much every single time on every item. That gap between the spec sheet stage price and the retrofit price is exactly why I built my renovation playbook. It's the spec sheet builders don't hand you. The one that tells you which upgrades to look at and lock in before the walls go up, so you never pay 4 times as much to fix it. On one of my upcoming videos, I'm going to be showing you the spec sheet upgrades that turn a builder grade house into one that actually feels custom. And you can do that for under $5,000. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next one. And if you have any of these kitchens, layouts, floors, paints, I want to hear about it in the comments. Drop something right there. I'll see you in the comments. And guys, thank you so much for watching Built by Becker.